Hi everyone, I'm Sam, and welcome back to another Los Angeles Time Crossword Breakdown. Today is January 5th, 2025, and I'm going to be breaking down the clues to today's crossword. And if you did see the previous video where I solved it, I took a really long time, 31 minutes and 51 seconds to do so. It was really hard on me, so I thought that might as well do a breakdown video to sort of go through all the clues, or at least the toughest clues that I struggled with. So let's get into it. All right, one across, big name and shortening. So Crisco, I mean, if you're American, I'm pretty sure you'd get that pretty much instantly. That's a very popular brand for shortening. One down, Kibitz chat. So I didn't know this. Now I do. Two down, to give a great review, so to rave about a place, or give a rave review, something that you really like. Three down, blank, make your head spin, so it'll make your head spin. That's a sort of common phrase. Four down, aquarium collection, so a lot of things that are in an aquarium are usually like sea life, sea creatures. And then five down, corn discard, so what do you discard from corn is the cob. When you finish eating the corn, you throw away the cob. And then six down, up for auction, is to put something up for sale, so it's something that's on sale. 20 across, to give a terrible review, which is a very cute opposite clue to two down. So 20 across is to hate on, so to hate on something. I don't know whether I love this clue that much because it's kind of different from the second two down clue. But okay, I think fair enough to hate on something, to give a terrible review. 23 across, HS podcast recording sites. So I'm guessing HS stands for high school. So places where you record certain audio stuff in your high school. So that would be the AV lab, the audio visual lab. I think a lot of American schools, they have those kind of labs where you can record like podcasts, the radio program or something like that in your school. Even like I think some kind of news programs, visual news programs. 26 across, to disclose, to tell. And let's move on to this part of the puzzle. 27 across, Oscar winner Guinness, Alec Guinness. I believe Alec Guinness is the actor who played Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Mark Hamill, uh, what's her name? Carrie Fisher? Carrie Fisher and Harrison Ford films back in I believe it was the 80s. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's his name, Alec Guinness. Sir Alec Guinness as well. Again, I didn't really look this up because I'm just going off memory. The other clues I did look up what they were, but I'm pretty sure Alec is a Sir Alec Guinness, and he was the first Obi-Wan Kenobi. And if I'm wrong, you can let me know in the comments. Alright, and then moving on to 28 down, commanded, so led, like command an army, to lead an army, or commanded a team. 7 down, Norton Sound, Port City. I never heard of that place, Nome, but now I do. 8 down, sports organization that added a P to its initials in 2019. So sports org, it's abbreviated here to USOC. So that is the United States Olympic Committee, and they added a P to its initials to include the Paralympic Committee, which is really good. And 9 down, stylish in the 1960s. So mod, I believe it's like a shortened form of modern. So that was apparently what the slang that they used to call a certain style or to be stylish in the 60s. 10 down, first name in pharmaceuticals. So I looked this up, and apparently the company's name is Eli Lilly, and they produce like all kinds of drugs. I think Prozac is the one that I'm familiar with, like the drug. So, but I think they're doing business as Lilly, whereas their founder and owner, oh, I don't know whether he's still the owner because I think he's dead by now. Yeah, he's obviously dead, right? So the founder, sorry, is Eli Lilly. So first name of his company, first name is Eli. And 11 down, to bring in fresh equipment, so refits, right? It's pretty obvious. Talk about nitrogen compound, amine. I thought at first that this could be amino, and I was surprised to see that it was actually quite close. I mean, it was amine, and from what I've searched, it seems that amine is like, well, actually, amino is a subcategory of amine, the amine group of like nitrogen compounds. So that's interesting. And then 13 down, lien, security for debt. So lien is like something that you, well, something that you possess when somebody owes you something. Okay, my explanation here is not great, but I am gonna put a graphic somewhere on the screen that will have the explanation. I feel like I'm so rambling because I didn't really prepare much. I mean, I prepared for this video, but I forgot that I should have a script of like what I was gonna say and have all the clues on hand somewhere close to me. And I didn't do that, so now I'm kind of like rambling off what I remember it while I'm reading it. So apologies for that, but I will put up like the definitions on the screen later on when I'm editing this video. To put up the definitions, pictures, uh, other stuff to add to supplement what I'm saying, basically. 14 down, outfield layer. So I was really confused by this outfield layer. I was like, what is this? But when the letters all came together and the answer was sod, it made sense that the outfield is like a field I think they use for cricket, and then the layer, the soil, is called the sod. 7 across Roman, blank Roman numerals, Roman numbers, and 21 across Neapolitan standard that provided the melody for Elvis's It's Now or Never. So that song, I only know the bit, It's Now or Never, and that's all I know. And I guess that came from a Neapolitan song from Italy called O Sole Mio, which is translated to My Son, S-U-N, my son. So this guy, not my son, as in my male child. But yeah, very interesting background about this song. Again, it'll all be up on screen for you to read. I do apologize. Next crossword breakdown, I'm gonna make it better so that I'm reading out what I found so that you can not only read it on the screen but you can also hear what I'm saying as well. But for now, you just have to read on the screen. I do apologize. And okay, so this is one of the first of the anagram clues that I found very interesting. 24 across produced charts. So you'll see a lot of these clues thrown throughout this today's puzzle because the theme is out of order. So then that gave me the idea that these special clues with the question mark at the end required us to do some anagramming. So of the last word. So charts anagram becomes starch, and then another word for changing or altering something is to modify. So modify the starch. And then 25 down, to cause alarm, to scare. Okay. 15 down, furry swimmers, otters. Otters are furry animals that swim. Very, very cute. 15 across in base 8. So we use the decimal system, which is in base 10. Again, my math in these things is not very good, but so what I read is that octal is basically in base 8. I will show on screen as well what a formula looks like. I mean, not formula, but I guess you can call it, an equation using base 8 as well as compared to base 10, and you'll see what that means. 22 across, Thora Birch of Hocus Pocus. I didn't know her name. Apparently she played the little sister in the movie. And actually, when I saw this clue, Hocus Pocus, I was thinking of the other movie, Halloween Town, and I was like, there was an actress named Thora Birch, because I've never heard of her. I'm so sorry. But yeah, and I will also put her picture on the screen so you can look and see which character she is. I think she played Danny, the little sister of the main character. Yeah. 30 across, basketball position, center. Okay, that's pretty obvious. Marched in. Let's just skip that. 41 across, hardly windy. So I think this one is one of the few clues that didn't require the anagramming because it's such a short clue. There's nothing to anagram, but it does require you to think about what does windy mean. It's not windy as in a lot of wind, blowing at you. So there's not much wind. It's more windy in the sense of that the person doesn't speak or say a lot, not really verbose. So in a sense, the word here is terse. So it means that they're very abrupt, curt, blunt. They don't say a lot. Not straight. Yeah, something that's bent. This one like rainbow arcs. The rainbow have those arcs of the different colors. And then 41 down, a little dust up, so a little scuffle. Yeah, tussle sense. 44 down, forum frocks. So like in the I think these are Roman times where they had a lot of like those. Or is it Roman or Greek? I think this is Greek. Sorry, I believe this is Greek. Like Greek forums that they had. They would discuss and debate things, and their attire. Well, I put togas at first until I realized that clue here, the anagram wouldn't make sense. And then I found out later on, doing some research on this clue, is that toga, the plural, can be togas or togi or toji. Really, according to dictionary.com, you can pronounce both ways, toji or togi. I prefer togi, I think. I don't like the idea of calling it toji. No, it doesn't sound great to me. So yeah, another form of spelling plural of togas is toki, ending in e. And to announce on a stream, so to make a post, make an announcement by making a post. And then this one I got mixed up. I forgot that such thing as EEGs. I was thinking constantly of ECGs, electrocardiograms, which I believe are for the heart, whereas this EEGs are for the brain, to check your brain activity. So that was me mixing up those two clues, and I continue to think this was C right in the middle here, and couldn't figure out what this was. And then 57 down, lawn care 2 and edger. We don't really do like lawn stuff here where I'm from. I mean, we do have lawns, but not many of us do. So I don't know what kind of like tools other than like a lawnmower that they use. So I've never heard of edger. I googled it. Their picture will be on screen for if any of you are not familiar with what edgers are or what they look like. I'll put it on the screen for you, and then you'll know. And then 52 down, an unprepared remark. So ad lib, so just doing something like ad hoc, just saying something on the fly. 51 down, Hong Kong transport. Yeah, Hong Kong uses a lot of tram system. I've never been, but I've always seen that in the movies. 50 across Latin and others. So I knew it was et al, but the clue was longer, so I wasn't sure what et al was in full. Then figured out later that it was et alia, but the shortened form is et al. And then 36 across, stirred up rages. So rages has to be the one that is changed in anagram, so it becomes gears. And what do you do when you change your gears? You shifted gears. And then 36 down, vacation location. So usually people go for a little short vacation by just going to the spa, relaxing. And then 37 down, you've got French literature author Victor Hugo. I think he wrote, what's that called? The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I believe he wrote that. I know he wrote some other books too, but right now I can't think of anything. But I'm pretty sure he wrote The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which was a very good Disney movie, if you've seen that. 38 down, a sporty Camaro. I've never heard of an IROC. I googled it, but yeah, it was a car model called the IROC Z, named after a race, some kind of international race. And then 42 down, more refined, to be purer, to take away the impurities, so refining it. 55 across, father on the sidelines, so father who's watching on the sidelines of a game, so soccer dad, cheering you on, watching you play your game. Actress Meryl Streep, I think everybody knows who she is. Glamorous event is a gala, right? Enid, I didn't know that this is a city in Garfield County, Oklahoma. I didn't know that was a city, but now I do. And a statistician's focus is data because they work on statistics, numbers, so data. And then buried treasure, okay, interesting. So ore can be like any kind of mineral or valuable mineral. So in the sense, because it's underground, it is some form of buried treasure, you can see. Not like the typical pirates of the Caribbean kind of treasure. 33 across, heap affection to dote on someone, okay. And then 43 across, deal me in payment is a poker term and ante. So ante is a really popular crossword clue as well. They love to do it, ante, pokers, bets. I don't know why some of these are so popular. And then 59 across, gem with fire and matrix varieties. I figured out it was opal because I got the P first from Meryl Streep. And I figured a 4-letter gem gotta be opal, and I googled it later. Yeah, they are matrix opals and fire opals, and they're really, really pretty. Some of them even look like, like little hardened candies that you can sort of suck on, but don't do that. I mean, don't do that. But they look like good enough to eat. That's just what I'm saying. And then 56 down, beget Eric. So you make an anagram of Eric, it becomes rice, and then what do you do to change it? Converted rice. Okay. And let's see what else we've got here. Oh, I like this one too. 66 across developed genres. So you've got genres anagrams to become greens, and what is a common phrase about greens? Mixed greens. So again, these are also phrases that are common with the word that you're anagramming, not just any old word in front, and they also should mean something that is to mix up, to scramble up. So The word has to make sense with the theme of, being out of order and then shifting things around and moving things around. And 63 across, Agatha All Along Star, Catherine Hahn. Yes, I didn't watch this show. I feel like I should, but it's the spin-off from WandaVision, which I did watch. I really enjoyed that, so I feel like I should watch Agatha All Along. Maybe sometime soon, before the second season. I think there's a second season coming. Or I could be wrong. Maybe it's just a one-off miniseries. 63 down, harem pants, baggy trousers. I've never heard of harem pants in my life. I googled it. It basically looks like those kind of like long baggy pants that you would wear to do some kind of belly dancing, I guess. That's why it's called harem pants. I'll put a picture up on the screen so you can see a couple of examples of harem pants for men and women to wear. 71 Leave Pain Relief brand. I've heard of it. Direct to refer to something, refer to someone. Interview across an uncredited actor, so an extras in the background. 87 across yard holder. So I wasn't sure. I thought yard holder was like yard sale or something, like holding a yard sale, but actually yard, I found out, is what they call, like on the ship's mast where you hang the sails and stuff, that the piece sticking out. So yard holder. So what's holding the yard is the mast, the whole thing. And test by lifting to heft to lift something up. Okay, timeline division and era. Okay, this is pretty straightforward. What else we got here? Okay, 73 across, ball honorees. So yeah, the bells of the balls. They're the main stars of the show, I guess you can call that. And then 77 across, KOA client. I didn't know what KOA was, and then I found out that KOA stands for Campgrounds, spelled with a K instead of a C. Campgrounds of America, where they have apparently over 500 campsites all over America. That's what they said. And so yeah, their client would be someone who uses an RV, an RVer. So using an RV. And then what else we have here? 68 down, fabled toy makers. So elves, as you know, have always been in the stories of being Santa's toy makers at Santa's workshop at the North Pole. 60 down, runs in neutral. So it's like a car, you're leaving it in neutral, so you're leaving it idle, you're moving the car. So we have here 60 across, perfect tense, so ideal. So the ideal score is a 10. And what else we have? 61 down, garden creeper. So a little creepy crawly that's in your garden. It's a snail. Little dust up, spat. Again, like a little tiny argument. Lummoxes, apes. Okay. 78 across, many crime drama characters, FBI agents. 78 down, high followers. So what follows the word high is high five. And then 85 across, classic theory name Rialto. I've never heard of this. I mean, I know like Odeon is a classic theory name. I didn't know Rialto was a classic theory name. But now I do. And 85 down, an initiation, for example, it's like a rite of passage. And 89 down, Atlas actress. So I believe J-Lo acted in this sort of like sci-fi movie kind of thing on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't watch it, but I heard it wasn't very good. If you did watch it, let me know what you thought. 89 across swing music, jive. 94 across acquired taste. So you're going to anagram taste, change it to state, and then what happens when you change the state? It's an altered state. Got it. Aha. Okay. Well, I like this one. This close. 75 down. Teamwork hurdle. So what is an obstacle for people working together as a team is when you've got egos standing in the way. So egoism, in a sense, your ego is the hurdle to teamwork. Is the obstacle to your teamwork. Is the one getting in the way of working as a good team. 95 down. Slippery swimmer eel. Again, eel. Very, very popular crossword clue. I think most of the time the fish that you will see in crossword clues are eels. I can't think of any other fish that are as commonly found in crossword puzzles as eels. 100 across, gospel singing sister of Aretha Franklin. I didn't know who she was, Irma Franklin, but I've got a little screen grab for you here to see what she looked like. And yeah, she did some gospel singing. 96 down, pub offerings, draft beer. 91 down, triathletes, acid, stamina, because they can do triathlons, which require a lot of activities, actually. And then 80 down, the Lion King lion. I thought Simba at first, but obviously it doesn't fit the letters. And then I remember that Nala is Simba's mate, so put her in there. Not this, but that. Pretty straightforward. The feeling is mutual. I feel the same. Same. Okay, what else we have? Sharp like fruit, slow. We've discussed slow in a previous crossword breakdown video from last week. 99 down, cause of the kettle's whistle, so the steam or the boiling of the water makes the kettle whistle. And then 2 down, iris layer is the uvea. Also, I've seen this clue in crosswords quite a couple of times. Uvea is a popular one. 102 across Colorado native, so a Native American tribe of people called the Utes. I think I pronounced it correctly. We're mostly found in Colorado, Utah, etc. So again, I'll put up some information on the screen. And let's see here, private exchanges briefly. So DMs, direct messages, commonly used in social media. So pretty modern clue. 116 across fist, fighter's fist. So I found out apparently that meat hook, yeah, is a kind of like punch that they do in fist fighting. 119 across some smartphones. Samsungs are a brand of smartphones. I don't use a Samsung, but I do use an Android. 111 down, mushu pork, common Chinese dish. Not here though, not here, but I've seen it mentioned a lot in the US. 112 down, electron transfer result, maybe ion. Okay, and 103 down, synthesizer pioneers. Apparently Moog was someone who pioneered the synthesizer. Didn't know that. 140 down, printer refills, to refill printer with ink. Milo Kunis, pet moms, yeah. To feel sick, yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Environmentalist Erin Brockovich. I remember her mostly from the Julia Roberts movie, which I think, did she win an award for? Like an Oscar or something, but I don't know. But yeah, she was fighting for a water pollution issue, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, really awesome lady. Erin Brockovich, that is. I don't know anything about Julie Roberts. Okay, viral social media bit, a meme. I think most of us know what memes are. Little funny bits and clips or GIFs, even. Anything funny. Track event, attract meat. Makes a wrong move to air to make a mistake. Let's see, field and area story. Okay. Like an icicle covered house, perhaps. So you've got icicles covered, so you've got an eave in the house, like that sort of like ledge over your house. Like pant measurement, so your waistline, you measure it to measure your waist. And then like a tightrope, so a tightrope is very tight, taut, tense. Pulls even with, so to tie somebody to make your score even. 84 across graph lines, so the lines in the graph are the y and the x axes. 84 down, puts on the tube, so tube, not necessarily like a tube, an object, but more tube as in like the TV, the television. So how do you put something on the television? You air it, like you air a pilot, you air an episode, you air a TV show. Those are the ones, and raise to erect, okay. Oh yeah, this one, 109, discovered vin rosé. So vin rosé are the words you're gonna anagram and make version, and when you change something, you revise it, it's a revised version. Interesting clue, range where tomatoes originated. I didn't know that tomatoes came from the Andes range, so this is a good historical fact that I'm not aware of. So I like that crossword puzzles give you a lot of information to learn about new things, and I mean, well, facts that you've never known before. So for me, I learned a lot of new things just doing research on this. So really cool. 54 across, oh yeah, it's cause for a blessing. So when you sneeze, people say God bless you. So that's why I choose a cause for a blessing. And then 62 across, animated film about a racing. 61 down, as you recall, 61 down is a snail, garden creeper. And 62 across, it's a really funny animated movie. I've seen the posters, I've never watched it. It's called Turbo. It's about like a snail that races, which feels very like it would make sense because it's a snail, it's going slowly. How is it gonna race? I'm guessing the snail is on some kind of machine equipment that makes the snail able to race or go really fast. I don't know how that's gonna work, but well, interesting movie idea is all I can say. I feel like they tried to capitalize off the success of the Cars franchise, so that's why they did. I know there was also one called Planes, and other stuff that I saw Turbo. Really weird. That. And then Star Trek 10 Uhura. Colby cheese. I've never heard of this cheese. Apparently, it is similar to cheddar. I like cheddar cheese, so it's a shame that I've never heard of Colby. I don't think I've even tried Colby. I should look and see if my grocery store has this cheese because I'm more familiar with Parmesan, mozzarella, feta cheese that I've eaten it, but I'm familiar with the names of those. Colby cheese is new to me. And flaps. Okay, so this was an interesting one. 48 down flaps. I I had to Google this because I didn't know what does to-dos, like a to-do list or whatever, have to do with flaps, like flaps, whether it's like page flaps or flapping your hands or something, what it's about. But I checked, and on Reddit, some people answered someone's question, which was the same question that I had, and said that flaps and to-dos are basically very archaic, old terms to refer to like a fuss, like something, like like an ado, like don't make a big fuss about something, so make it flap. Yeah, I'll put an explanation from the Reddit thread, or I think I'll just link the Reddit thread in the description of this video, and I'll put that in, and you can read for yourself as well what other people have to say about that term. So yeah, they like to use archaic terms as well in crossword puzzles that you're probably thinking, what? How do these things relate to the clue? But actually, they're just really old terms that we don't use anymore, but people love to use for crossword clues because they trick you. Like they're really tricky. You're not gonna guess it easily. You probably just have to figure it out through context clues. Duct tape. All right. Tampa Bay team. Okay, I didn't know this. Tampa Bay team. They're the Tampa Bay Rays. They're apparently a baseball team. And I'll put the logo up on the screen as well. I think those are all the clues I've. Oh, okay. I haven't got it. Less biased to be more fair. Biases in general or slants. I don't know why this whole bit is about biases. It's really funny. And then harder to see. I thought it would be like like something that's blurrer or hazier, but actually the answer was tinier. So with, for example, text, if it's too tiny, it becomes harder to see. So it's obscured in that way. Anything else that I've missed that I wanted to talk about? No, I think I've pretty much covered everything that I wanted to talk about. That's all the clues. Hope you found that useful. I know it's a super long video, but yeah, you can watch it on like ×2 speed if that helps you pass this video by quicker. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for some more videos, or maybe next week when I do more crosswords, whatever you feel like. Okay, well, take care. Have a good rest of your week. Well, actually, start of your week because it's Monday tomorrow. So have a good week tomorrow and beyond. And see you in the next video, hopefully. Bye.